So after I hit 60 in Hardcore WoW, I realized that it wasn't going to be easy to get geared up because of the massive amount of hunters who were applying for in-game raids. However, after 4 weeks of applying to Molten Core, I finally got in. There was one particular item I was hoping to get, and you're not going to believe it, but it dropped. Not only did it drop, but by some miracle, I won the role. After we killed Ragnaros and took a screenshot, of course, it was time to go on the epic hunter quest to obtain the Rhok'delar longbow of the Ancient Keepers. But first, I had to do some research. The quest requires you to kill 4 elite mobs without the help of anyone else or your pet. In order to kite these mobs, I had to respec into improved aspect of the cheetah and +6 range to make it slightly easier. Now it was time to kill the bosses. The 4 elite bosses categorize into these levels of difficulties: easy, medium, and hard. I started with the easy guy first and was able to one-shot him by kiting him on the road and the burning steps. Then it was time for the Winter Spring boss. If this boss gets within 20 yards of you, he puts a minute-long dot that ticks for 800 damage a tick, and it will 100% kill you. So I had to bring a restorative pot in case my kiting wasn't on point. My first attempt was solid until this happened. I got hit by the dot, and so I decided to Fing Death to be safe. When the boss reset, I chugged my resto pot, but the dot didn't go away. I knew it, this was it, I was 100% dead. I started freaking out, and then a few seconds later, the dot disappeared. After this, I read the tooltip for the resto pot. Removes 1 magic, curse, poison, or disease effect every 5 seconds for 30 seconds. It has a chance to dispel the dot every 5 seconds, so I needed to make sure I wasn't at 1 HP when I decided to chug this thing. I only had 2 resto pots left, so I needed to get my kiting strat down. In order to make sure this boss didn't get close to me again, I decided to use this strat: Serpent Sting, Concussive Shot, move to max range, auto attack, repeat. Only auto attacking while the boss is slowed allowed me to stay at max range. Allowing about 5 seconds in between my Serpent Sting and my Concussive Shot made sure the boss never reset. This time, it was a clean kill. I hopped on the flight path and made my way down to Ungoro Crater. For this boss, you don't need any special potions. However, he does have an ad, so it gets a bit trickier. I decided to trap the ad and focus on killing the succubus. I used the same kiting strat as the Winter Spring boss, except this time I had to deal with 2 added factors. The ad eventually gets out of the trap and catches up to you, so you have to CC him using Scattershot or Slow. Ungoro Crater has about 500 times more mob density than the other zones, and Roaming, Tyrant, Devil Swords. My first attempt was a fail because I almost ran straight into one, and I let the succubus get too close to me, and he cast a -1500 attack power debuff on me. Reset, go again. Second attempt was a home run. I was able to avoid all mobs in the zone, slow the ad using Concussive Shot, maintain max range on the succubus while maintaining Serpent Sting until he died. With 3 out of the 4 bosses down, it was time to take on the last boss. And this one is by far the hardest. So I decided to ask a warlock in the guild to help me out with this one. The boss casts a 4-second fear at you, and you can cheese this mechanic by dueling the warlock before the fight starts and having him put Curse of Recklessness on you so you can be immune to fear. And then the unthinkable happened. All right, here we go. Are you serious, bro? Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, you guys. I just killed a warlock. When the boss transformed into a demon, the warlock was too close to him, and he got 1 shot. I guess this is part of the coding Blizzard put into the game to make sure nobody can help the hunters do this quest. I've honestly never felt this bad in my life. I asked this warlock to come and help me, and I got him killed. The crazy part is that this was his 2nd time helping a hunter do this quest, so I didn't think anything could go wrong. After a brief time of mourning the death of my friend Waved, I thought about asking another warlock to come out and help me, but I honestly don't think anyone would want to come help me after this, and I really didn't want to get anyone else killed. So I decided to try and kill this boss on my own. No help, no world buffs, and no shadow protection potions. Okay, maybe I had a ZG buff, but that's it. After a few failed attempts, I think I finally nailed down a strategy. When the boss comes into melee range, I'm gonna wing clip him right away and then move to max range. I'm gonna always stay at max range so I don't get feared into the ads. I'm gonna put rank 1 arcane shot on my bar to keep the boss in combat. I'm gonna multi-shot, volley, and grenade for ad control, and I'm gonna always use bandage or cast volley after a fear to avoid getting interrupted. And I'm gonna use my health potion on CD and then repeat. Okay, here goes nothing.
Sending it all right now. Multi? No, 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 no. I think I'm dead. So close, boys. Keep them in combat. We're sending it all. All or nothing. All or nothing, boys! Let's go!
I can't believe it. I did it. I decided to stand my ground in the final moments with almost no HP and take on the boss, me or him, all or nothing. I can honestly say I haven't felt this kind of accomplishment in the game in quite a long time. The fact that I did it without any help at all made it all that much better. I will say this fight would have been way easier if I had used shadow protection potions, as the damage from the fear would have been a non-issue. I am now one of the very few hunters in the hardcore world who have achieved the epic Rhok'delar longbow of the Ancient Keeper's questline. I am not sure if any of the other hunters who have this bow did it with help or without help, but I can say that this is a badass accomplishment either way, and I'm super proud of any hunter who is able to solo all 4 of these bosses on their own. Anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I will see you next time.